You know how like when you're a kid, you kind of don't really know what your culture is, and you kind of figure it out as you go along, and you grow up and you watch and observe your family do certain things. Is there anything that like you thought was just a part of your culture, but it really was just your parents doing it? Because like for me, one thing I really believed was that I thought that it was in our culture after Filipino church to go to the parking lot and exchange fruits.
What the hell?
Because so like Filipinos, a lot of them grow fruits in their backyard and then they give it to other families. Like my family would always give infinite persimmons to other families. And so like when you're in a Filipino church and everybody's doing that, everyone brings their fruits in the trunk.
It's just farmer's market.
Yeah. It's like a farmer's market. Yeah. So after church, we go to the parking lot and everyone's got their trunks open with fruit, and you just get whatever you want and trade. Like, oh, do you have like sayote? You have like persimmon, and then we come home with like a basket of assorted fruit.
That's kind of cool.
I thought that was Filipino,
But it's not.
no, that's just them. Well, it's just a first gen immigrant Filipino thing who are growing fruits in their backyard that go to church. It's so specific. I never saw it again other than literally at Central Filipino Church in Glendale.
I feel like I also missed out on a lot of Japanese culture things because of the church stuff. So like there's something that we made specifically that's SDA Japanese church stuff. But like some of the stuff that I started doing later was like, Obon?
Yeah, Obon Festival.
Yeah. But it was at a Buddhist temple. So I was like, I don't know.
Oh, because it's conflicting with your religion.
Dad started getting hired at different like religions or like churches, Buddhist temples to sing. So I started going and visiting them, and I was like, that's dope. Cassiopeia. No.
Cassiopeia. Yeah. Damn. So that's not. He can take money from other churches for jobs. That wasn't like weird.
That's a gray area for sure, dude.
I think he's just a musician first, so he didn't care. But like,
Not a child of God.
it was confusing to me because at church, you know how they make it seem like everybody else has got the wrong one, so they're all devils, right? And then so I was conflicted, like, but we're at my best friend's like Buddhist temple, my dad's singing, we're like hanging out with these people, but like at the same time, I'm not allowed to learn like any of the shit that they do. It was conflict. Yeah, it was so weird. But like I think I missed out on a lot of the Buddhist stuff because of that.
That's true. Yeah. Because SDA, especially when it comes to like Seventh-day Adventist itself, is already kind of like obviously it's weird, but then when you subset it to different ethnicities, it's even weirder. It's like way more. They're just kind of freestyling all of those things.
I know the inverse. Something I thought was like my family was doing. I was like, why are you guys doing that? And then I found everybody does it. Fucking going to fast food spots. My mom or my dad would take so many napkins and put in the fucking glove box.
That's an Asian thing.
So many. And I always be like, damn, fool, you don't need that many napkins. You don't, like this thick. You know what I'm talking about?
That many?
Oh,
You
I
guys
guess
don't
it
do
was
that?
just my parents.
You guys don't do that?
That's a Chinese thing.
No, we do like this much, and then add it up.
This
Well, you don't do it every
your
time.
family was doing that at Chipotle?
No. I'm just saying nowadays Chipotle is like the best spot. But I'm just saying,
They're
like,
not even-
Oh, do you do that yourself still?
yeah, maybe it's a force of habit. I was taught it. I go to a spot. If I'm running out of napkins in my glove compartment in the car, because you always need a fuck ton of napkins. Yes, I even have a Kleenex box, but for some reason I was taught it. I go to a fast food spot. If I'm running low on napkins, I grab a giant stack, throw that shit in my pocket, and it's like huge, right? And then I go back once I'm in my car.
Dude, if his Kleenex box is packed with brown recyclable like tissues,
He reloads the Kleenex box. That's funny.
Of that is when you go to like a fancy restaurant and you go to the bathroom and you see the paper towels that are like 4 different sheets and they're folded and they're hella thick. You just take the whole thing. You take all of it.
My man.
who'd you learn that from?
I learned that from Nick Dunn's school of paper towel recycling.
You are the pioneer. Your mom and dad weren't telling you to do that.
We would do that with other napkins, but this is just my iteration of it. This is how I made it better.
He's a higher class.
Yeah, this is just what I do. And jackpot is when you could find those honey packets. If they're leaving out honey
Oh
packets,
yeah. I mean that's free for taking.
you're taking a good amount of those.
Okay.
You're filling up your old honey bottles with that, brother. Yeah.
A different brand?
Yeah, all of it.
In my 20s, every time I would travel and go to different hotels, I would always take a hand towel
Yeah.
and just throw it in my bag and take it. So I always just, because, you need rags to just,
I feel like white people do that too.
Sometimes I take little saucers. I'm like, I love that saucer.
That's not really relegated to ethnicity. That's just ghetto.
yeah,
Yeah.
now we're just talking about stealing, right?
This is just stealing. Yeah. And a little look into my life.
I thought that everybody was more like okay with being naked.
Okay. Then you learned the hard way.
I didn't realize that was a culture thing, like a Japanese, like meaning like so like
Like at the onsen?
yeah, like if we go, so like like those, I didn't go to onsens growing up, but it was normal to like those camp meetings. So we would have like meetings where the church would go on camps, right? And then like sometimes they rent out like a dorm, and then I forgot why, but there was this one in this university in Monterey Bay, and the way that their showers were, it was like a tower like this, and everyone's facing each other in a circle, and the shower heads are coming out like, so you see each other while you shower. And I thought it was so cool because like you could shower and talk to each other. So I could go with my friends that were like showering. And then like culturally, I think we're not as ashamed like to be naked. So growing up, like
Yeah, you guys have it all over TV and shit all the time too in Japan.
Yeah.
It's different.
like we have bathhouses because people didn't bathe at home. So it was normal.
It's like a different level of maturity about it, huh?
Yeah. Or like if we had a big jacuzzi, like it was common to be like, let's just be naked in it or whatever. And then so I think that was a big shocker when I realized how much like that was just a more Japanese thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of Asian in general.
Or more okay with nudity. Yeah.
Sexual harassment here if you do the same thing.
Yeah.
Or bathing with people. That was like a like cool, like okay, like you could bathe with people. Like that was fun.
You don't like that?
I don't like that.
Hey, we go to the spa together. So imagine that. Okay. All right, you know how we went to the spa yesterday?
We're flirting with each other, but we're not naked.
But okay, so imagine that, but we're just all naked.
Yeah.
I'd rather kiss you with my clothes on. That's what he's
Yeah.
saying.
I'm just like,
Kiss you with my, because that's Chinese.
yeah, it's Chinese style, dude. At least the Dunn way. That way it's not gay. That's what my dad would always say.
Did you have anything that your dad would do that you thought everybody did? Because I feel like your dad's pretty eccentric.
Smoke cigarettes in the house?
Inside the house.
No. Only if your mom wasn't there, you know?
That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding. He would.
Your mom wasn't a smoker though, right?
No, she wasn't. She fucking hated it. Man, my dad was kind of an anomaly, dude. Like, he would do, like, to me growing up, the most Asian things we did were just going to eat Asian foods and go to my grandma's house. Like, that was pretty much it. Everything else just seemed very, like, yeah, just, I don't know. As a kid, I was always like, how come we don't do this?
Oh, so you were never like, you never even thought you were doing anything cultural. It was just family unit.
It was just we would just do things together, but like we didn't.
So not one thing your parents were like, hey, we're doing this because we're.
Well, even I would always ask. I would say, yeah, how come we're not more chinks, dude? How come we're not more chinky?
Why not we didn't do no chinky stuff?
Brother, your last name's Dunn.
I was like, how come we don't speak Mandarin in the house? And they were like, and they would just be like,
What were your traditions? Did you go to the fucking Altadena Christmas walk every year? That's it?
No, dude, I swear, I feel like we didn't do much. Like, we just did do things. Like, our version of spending time as a family was just going to dinner and just like doing Chinese stuff with other families. We didn't go to church.
Damn, you're lucky, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like, so it was just kind of weird.
He didn't miss out on Saturday morning cartoons.
No, I would have to go to the Chi doctor. That was like the most Chinese shit I would do. You know? Like, like it was just weird because I always be like, how come we don't speak Mandarin? How come we don't?
What was their response? Shut up, kid.
Yeah, they would just kind of be like, because you don't want to learn. That's what they would say to me. I go, oh.
Because you don't want to learn? The one asking?
Yeah. And I'm like, how come we don't try? They're like, because when I try, you don't understand. And I go, okay.
Oh, so it's a processing failure.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
The limit to.
They're like, you can't even read. So
Do your sisters speak Mandarin?
they would speak a little bit more than I would. They would understand more.
Huh.
Because when they were younger, they would speak a little bit.
Should have just, you know what? You should have been a rebel and learned Cantonese.
But my mom speaks Cantonese.
Maybe your sisters gave your
But my
parents
dad
a
doesn't
hard
speak
time
Cantonese.
trying to like learn and speak. And
I
stuff.
think they were just burnt out.
That's what I'm saying. By the time it came to the third kid,
Yeah.
they're like, it's not gonna work anyway.
I just got the hand-me-downs. I got all like the all right, you'll be all right.
It's so funny.
They were like, dude, we wanted a third girl.
Yeah, they wanted a boy, but they were just like, all right, well, as long
This boy.
yeah, they're like, damn, as long as he doesn't like kill himself, he's okay. I think.
That really is a stark difference. And like, I guess like maybe you're kind of the similar way where like I grew up so ritualistic where I was just born into things that were happening on schedule, like all the time, like going to church and going to, you know, Bible class and stuff like that and Filipino shit, going to like yearly Filipino events. And you didn't have to do anything like that.
Oh, you know what I thought? Okay, what I thought was weird during summer, I was like, oh, all you guys are all doing math workbooks, right? For summer every day, and you guys got homework
Yeah.
by your parents? They're like, no. And I was like,
Oh, there you go. That's fucking weird. You had homework by your parents?
yeah, my dad would give me like workbooks, and then
That's pretty Asian though.
Freaking sucked.
they found out that I was just using the copying. So then when they would have to like rip out the answers, and then I'd be like, fuck, yeah. Then I like wouldn't do it, and they'd be like, "Did you do your work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did like 4 problems today." Like, I think as a kid, I needed structure, and I didn't really have it.
Do summer workbooks.
You know what it is. What I do remember though, that I'm like, motherfucker had nothing to do with Japan. So a lot of their excuses for not learning certain things, they would blame it on, oh, it's because of Japanese culture. But then the older I got, I was like, wait a minute, you don't know how to use computers because of Japanese culture? I'm like, we are very technologically advanced. Everyone in Japan, like, hold on. And then like they used to tell me all this shit, like, oh yeah, like, you know, we're just Japanese, so we don't really like use cell phones and stuff. And then I go to Japan, I'm 14 years old. I see fucking grandmas with cell phones buying shit on the vending machine, being hella advanced. And I'm all like, Mom, like, you just making shit up at this point. Like, oh, I'm a Japanese, so that's why I don't do this one.
Japanese are only one discipline.
I
That's
don't
why we
use-
seek a perfection.
I don't use Nokia. I'm Japanese.
I'm a Japanese. I know. I'm like,
I don't use Nokia.
Only analog.
StarTaku.
Oh, digital.
so they would make hella excuses like, oh, I cannot understand how to type that because this Japanese culture. It's a generation gap, you know?
Oh, only landline. No cellular.
They would make hella weird excuses like that to not learn tech, to not learn like how things work, and go, oh, Japanese culture.
They're just giving you the fastest answer to get you to shut up.
That's probably what it is. So I had this whole image of what like, oh, Japanese people are like stubborn and technologically behind. And you go there and you're like, what the fuck? Everyone, grandma's on the cell phone. Like everyone's doing some.
Their tech is more advanced. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, but I'm a Japanese. That's why I don't do technology.
Anything to shut the kid up.